It's my pleasure to welcome you all here today as we cut the ribbon on our newest bus shelters located right here in front of our HART Maintenance and Operations facility. So today we're celebrating an important milestone in improvement of transit accessibility and community experience overall. Through our basic transit infrastructure, our BTI program, we're transforming bus stops into spaces that are not only functional, also welcoming, safe, and inclusive for all of our riders. The BTI program is rooted in our vision of bringing bus stop infrastructure to a state of good repair, ensuring ADA compliance at every stop, and introducing advanced safety and security features. The program is also focused on making each bus stop a pleasant and efficient gateway to public transportation, enhancing their rider experience, removing access barriers. And after all, these bus stops are not only entry points for our transit system, but they're first impressions for our potential riders. The new bus shelters we're unveiling today at the eastbound and westbound bus stops have undergone complete transformation and modernization, including the installation of new concrete pads and upgraded benches. These improvements are designed to provide a safer, more comfortable, and welcoming environment to our customers. I'd like to take a moment to recognize Hillsborough County District 3 Representative, Commissioner and HART Board Member Gwen. Commissioner Myers is a Tampa native and a steadfast advocate for improving transportation and quality of life in the community, and has been a tremendous supporter of projects like this, helping enhance the transit experience for all her constituents. We are grateful for her leadership. So thank you, Commissioner Myers. I'd also like to extend a special thank you to Representative Kathy Casta for securing $5 million in the Community Project Fund. This funding has been a game changer for our BTI program, enabling us to construct 50 accessible bus stop pads, install 60 new shelters, and retrofit older shelters to meet the ADA standards. They roll out new technology such as real-time travel information displays and Braille push-button next stop audio announcements. Representative Casta's commitment to advancing HART and improving transportation in our community is truly invaluable. Thank you, Representative Casta. So today's ribbon cutting is not just a celebration of infrastructure improvements, it's a testament to HART's ongoing dedication to enhance the community we serve. Together, we're building a transit system that reflects the diverse needs of Hillsborough County, one that keeps people connected, improves the quality of life, and of course, keeps the community moving. So just before I want to bring up Board Chair and Viera, I'd like to give a shout out to our BTI team and our route maintenance team for all the work they do on it.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, buddy. Hey guys, real pleasure to be here. Tampa City Councilman Viera. You know, this effort that we're commemorating here today is something that's so important because it goes to the idea of dignity and respect for people, which is that we want to make sure that the people who take and use our HART bus, our consumers, our clients, etc., get dignity and respect. We know that the folks who use our HART bus are what I call the blue collar and the working class backbone of our city of Tampa and of Hillsborough County. People who get up and every day and go to work, or senior citizens, people with disabilities, etc. People who are just trying to lead their lives, and lives of hard work, lives often of faith, lives of family, and lives of dignity. And when we do things like this, with bus stops like this and covers like this that are ADA accessible, we tell folks that if you're going to be using our HART buses, right, that we're going to give you respect. And that's what it's all about. I was raised in the idea that you give respect to the CEO of a company just like the person who cleans his or her office. That's what it's all about. Those are things that we hopefully learned in our families, things that we learned at homes, things that we probably learned at church, and they're still good for us today. I wanted to thank our CEO, Scott Drainville, and all of our wonderful HART staff, all of our wonderful HART board members, Republicans and Democrats, who I think do a pretty good job, a great job over here for HART and whatnot, and our HART workers. And Scott cited Congresswoman Kathy Castor, a woman who is a relentless champion for mass transit and for the people who benefit from mass transit, our everyday working families. And speaking of a champion for everyday working families, it is my great pleasure to introduce a woman who is one of my favorite local elected officials, a woman who is a woman of faith, a woman of community, a woman of just good civic values. I've known her for some years, and she's a real humble fighter for our working families here in Hillsborough County and for the mission of HART, our Hillsborough County Commissioner, Gwen Myers. Come forth.
Good morning. What a great day here in Hillsborough County. I'd like to thank CEO Drainville and our chairman of the board, Councilman Viera. As we sit in various meetings, oftentimes I bring up about the shelters for persons who have to stand in the rain on cold days, mothers with one in the hand, one in a stroller. But look at us today. So you can clap. This is an excellent start for District 3. I understand there are more to come, maybe 18 more in my district. But as I travel through my district, I look at to see what are the needs in my district. Bus shelters and seats are the number one when you're riding the bus line. Okay, it's number one. Because when my heart goes out when I see a mother or father with children in tow and no place to sit. And so I thank staff for listening to make sure we got it right, that this is a year we're gonna build some shelters in District 3. And I also want to thank Congresswoman Kathy Castor, because it's a team effort when we bring money into Hillsborough County from the federal government to continue, and that's what Congresswoman does. Congresswoman Cat, she's always looking at District 14, how she can help, how District 14 can be enhanced. I'm looking at what makes District 3 better. That's been here local. What does it take? It takes all of us to be involved. As Councilman said, there's no R and there's no D. It's all about community. We cannot lose sight of service in how we help people who needs to ride the bus. For some people, that is the only means of transportation. You see the bikes on the bus, but they can pick up a bus, get on a bus at any stop and get to work, okay? Get to a doctor's office, and they're happy to ride. When you look at this 88 shelter right here, cameraman, zoom in on that. Because we want the public to know we have everything accessible for everyone, not just those in tow with babies and all, but even if you're wheelchair bound, that we have a place for you to be seated. So again, I thank everyone for being here, particular staff, CEO, Drainville, and chairman, from stepping away from council meeting to be here for this important ribbon cutting today. It says a lot. Leadership means a lot to our county. So thank you, and I'll turn it back over now to CEO Drainville.
And again, I just want to thank everybody that is involved. This is a great milestone for HART. It's a great day. So I would invite staff to come up so we can cut the ribbon.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.